Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. This is Hearts of Iron 4, and today we are rebuilding the Empire. Indeed, we are, and we've got a couple of little things that I would like to do. So, first things first is we are continuing our offensive into Russia. That's, not up for debate. It's happening, but this is, I think, going to be one of the well, not one of the last major offensives, but this is a big offensive for us, right? And we need to make sure that we do it right, because currently we are going to be moving into areas where there is perhaps nowhere near enough supply infrastructure for what we actually need. Like over here, kind of questionable. Even in India, kind of questionable. But at the same time, we really cannot be going into Russia without a good supply infrastructure. So as soon as we are over here, I think that we're probably gonna stop, take stock, request some of this land off Poland, and we will work on building up our own infrastructure there. Now, a couple of people said, I've been saying for a while now actually, but basically we should be requesting some of this land off the Netherlands, and I didn't really care about it, to be honest. However, I am going to be doing that now. And the reason that I'm going to be doing that now... What the fuck are you doing? Why are you... Okay, yeah, move out of there. The reason that we're going to be doing that now is that because we want access to a lot more factories than we currently have. And that's the only... Whoa. That's pretty much the reason that I wasn't doing that before. I had no reason to. Like, we're doing absolutely fine for fighters. We're doing fine for close air support. It's all fine, but we really need access to civilian factories at the moment. And with the nuclear bombs only a couple of days away, the more and more nuclear reactors that we can get finished, which, there's a long list of stuff to get through, we could really do with improving that just a little bit. So I think that we're going to go and try and ask for control of some states. Oh shit, can I not do that? Alright. Let's go to the state map. Ask for control of the states. We're going to ask for control of you. Excuse me? There we go. What is it? Oh, that's fucking Luxembourg. Luxembourg owns that state. That's why it's stopping. Yes. United Kingdom controls this fucking location. Oh my god. Please, like, if I click on it, don't deselect all my shit. Like, just don't. That would not be great. Up here. Netherlands controls this location. I'm going to take Brandenburg. Netherlands controls that one. United Kingdom controls that one. I'm not going to touch this one. And Poland controls that. That's fine, and I'm pretty sure... I'll take that, and I'll take that. Pretty sure that I control pretty much everything else that I care about. I mean, the rest is like Poland, isn't it? Alright. Let's see what they say. I'm pretty sure... What? Why would you... Are you fucking kidding me? You little bitch. Alright, I guess that we sort of want Western Germany, so I guess we can try and take this area. There's any civilian military factories? I care about civilian factories. Okay, I guess we need to try and just target states that have... Oh shit, we need to take the valuable states. Okay, well if... Oh my god. Why? You're such a fucking jerk, Netherlands. Are you for fucking real? Oh my god. I've done so much for this war. And this is how the Netherlands repay me? That's just fucking bollocks. That is absolute fucking bollocks. Well, we're gonna try again when we can. Give me Berlin. And this one. Hey, okay, great. They've accepted that. Which is kind of nice. I'm kind of okay with that. Why are we... What the fuck? Service by requirement. What's the problem here? Are these damaged factories? Like, I don't know what the issue is. Why can we assign factories here, but not anywhere else? What the fuck is the problem? Let's get rid of these tactical bombers. And let's put it into something that's useful. There we go. Alright. Is this better now? I bloody well hope that this is better. Oh my goodness. What a travesty. What a bloody travesty. Alright, there we go. That's at least some of it. What about over here? There's a lot of civilian factories over there. Naval dockyards over there. I don't care about naval dockyards. I care about civilian factories. Not many civilian factories around here. Not many over there. Yeah, I care about civilian factories more than I care about anything else. We'll ask the Dutch again for this land in the middle. But it's going to be a little while before we can do that. As in, like, a day. Or half a day, whatever. The battle for the skies over Russia, or should I say, you know, Poland, is fine. Fall of Berlin. British forces have advanced into Berlin. And the War Cabinet has announced the successful capture of the German capital after a pitched battle. I mean, we already did that. We did this months ago. Months and months ago. Congrats. I mean, is that going to help us negotiate a peace deal? With the Germans? I mean, I don't know. Will it? Will it? I mean, they're still here. You are not a... war score is in favor of the winning side must be at least 50%. Currently 47%. Okay, so there was clearly some sort of a bug there. That I do not understand how that was allowed to happen. But hey-ho, I guess it did happen. Yeah, we want control of this land. Thanks, Netherlands. If you could just do that for me, then that would be great. We are now in charge of the state. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we need to repair all this stuff, and we need to repair it kind of like right now. Good to see that we got loads of this stuff queued up. Great. Great, great, great. I'm going to put this to the top. I'm going to put civilian factories to the top, because there's no point in having these civilian factories if we're not going to use them properly. So let's get them all repaired. Pronto style. In fact, we may well be able to get a couple of... Where's the civilian factories? There. A couple of guys that actually help us speed up factory reconstruction. Alright, so not very many civilian factories that need work, but we'll get it done pretty soon, I think. Factory reconstruction takes a much shorter time than other stuff. So you are... I would love to get the reconstruction guy. Armaments organizer. I don't care about that. Political ideology gain. No. We'll get you, yeah. Instead, military factory construction speed. Okay, I'm not bothered about construction speed, but is there reconstruction speed? Conversion cost. Civilian economy. War economy. Military construction speed. We need total mobilization. Recruitable population minus 3%. Yeah, I'm not keen on doing that. War economy we can actually totally do. Holy shit, yeah. Let's up our thing to war economy. Why not? I don't think that that's going to have any negative effects on us, which is kind of cool. All right, I didn't realize that was a legit thing, but apparently it is. Great. Well, we're almost ready to peace out with Germany for some obscure reason. I have no idea why it suddenly went from being able to peace out with Germany and now we can, or not being able to peace out with Germany, and now we can totally peace out with Germany. Who knows? Who knows? Nuclear bombs. Holy hellballs. And we are going to start building them. Absolutely. Why the hell not? We're going to have nukes, and we're going to have them bloody fast, I would hasten to add. Bloody fast. Suppose we kind of care about the land doctrine. I more care about night vision, I guess. Maybe night vision. Yeah, let's get night vision. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. How are things going in the Middle East? Well, I say Middle East. In Russia. It's African theater. Things are going not too bad, but not great either. How are we doing for air control in this area? We're not doing too badly, surprisingly. Turkey's doing a good job of providing air support for us over there. Meanwhile, Hungary is getting eaten up, which is lovely. Is there any of Poland that is really good, as in like factory-wise? I don't get that impression. What do I care about? Yeah, I was gonna go and have another look just to see if there was like reconstruction speed. Or not reconstruction speed, but you know what I mean. Not construction speed, it's repair speed. That's what we really care about. As in, if that was a thing. Army regrouping, army submarines, no. Close air support, no. Military theorist, grand battle plan, army experience per day, no. Not that. I'm sure that there was some sort of a modifier that I could adjust to make construction go faster, but maybe I was just completely wrong. I was probably completely wrong, which is always lovely to know. Anyway, how is supply looking? Supply is not looking great. Supply is not looking great. It's looking alright up here, but not so good over in this area. We're not far off, but I would much rather have these civilian factories free and able to construct new stuff as we go into, you know, new areas as we advance into them. And as such, this is why we're only going to, you know, attack up to here. We're not going to, you know, bite off more than we can chew. We're not going to go for Moscow just like straight away, because that is a huge thing to ask for. Do we want to actually... Do we want to perhaps take away some... Do we maybe want to start converting back, like, from military factories to civilian factories? Because, quite frankly, we've got more than enough military factories right now. We really do. We're doing absolutely great for military factories. Alright, let's pause your little offensive in the Turkey area, or, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Turkey area, Soviet Russia area, where the borders meet. Meanwhile, let's keep on pushing forward. There's no reason to stop over here. And also, in India, how are things going? Yeah, well, Germany is going to capitulate pretty darn soon. We just need to make sure that we get a couple more victory points off them. Pretty certain that we can kind of easily do that. Some divisions are still not in position. How the fuck are some divisions still not in position? God damn it, you're taking your fucking sweet time in getting here. Alright, I'm just gonna say... Yes. You can go. Engage. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried at all. It's gonna be kind of risky. But we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Anything to make the Germans just a little bit weaker is exactly what we're gonna do. Free military factories? Alright. Let's, one more over there. Great. Or, in fact, another one over... there. A few more over there. As you can see, I'm not overly bothered. Although we do need to get our civilian factories built up or repaired as soon as possible. All right. Civilian factories here. Your health is 0%. All right, great. I mean, yeah. No, you're not going to give me. You're not going to give me control of like originally Dutch territory, are you? Pretty sure that that's not what you're gonna do. No more civilian factories that are really that, or, you know, no areas that are really that good for us, really. I mean, maybe this one, maybe that one, I suppose, but a lot of them are pretty shoddy, pretty shoddy areas. And Poland is a claim on all of this land anyway, so we're not gonna be able to get any of it off them. But assuming that we did, what is this? Latvia has this as a core state. We could reform Latvia, actually. Or Lithuania. We could reform Latvia and we could reform Lithuania. I think that that's something that we can totally do. Manage occupied territories. Resistance growth. Local resources. Local manpower. Harsh. Gentlest. Resistance growth minus 60%. Local resources minus 30%. Local manpower minus 70%. Local factories minus 40%. I kind of like the factories giving us stuff. Canada, return territory, no. Japan, no. I mean, occupied territories. Can we, is it possible for us to reform Latvia? Is that something that we can actually do? I don't actually know. I don't think so. I mean, click to open diplomacy with Latvia. Yeah, they don't exist. Which is a little bit of a problem if you want to enter diplomacy with them. So I guess the answer to that is no, we can't. Or perhaps the answer is yes, we can, but I just don't know how. Which is, I feel, the answer to a lot of questions in life. Like, what is the meaning of life? It's like, yeah, well, yeah, there is probably a meaning to life. Or, you know, hypothetically, there could be. But I just don't know it. I just do not know it. Lithuania. Yeah, Lithuania just doesn't fucking exist. Yeah. Alright, well. Yeah, well, cool. Lithuania, you're cool. I like you, Lithuania. Purely because you don't exist. I mean, that's not really why I like Lithuania. I like Lithuania because it's cool. Okay, so where do the Germans occupy that is actually worth a damn? There's probably some way of sorting this, but, you know, we're close to offering peace, but not quite yet. What about the conquest with the Soviets? War score in favor of the winning side must be at least 50%. Currently 10%. Wow. Alright, well, things are going to change, right? Things are going to change pretty darn soon. We've got Minsk, so that's worth a lot. We're going to be going for Moscow, and that is itself going to be worth a lot. Stalingrad, I would imagine on our way along to Moscow, we will manage to pick up Stalingrad with this little force here. Any other cities that are worth a damn? I mean, St. Petersburg as well, up here, or, you know, as it was called in the day, Leningrad. Yep, that's something that we're after. What's the capital of Finland? What's the capital of Finland, everybody? What is the capital of Finland? And Finland still have a territory over there. Cool. It's not Åland, is it? Pretty sure it's not. Pretty certain it's not. But hey-ho. Hungary has capitulated. Great news. Does that go any way to making the Germans a little bit more, you know, not keen on us? Maybe, I think. I don't quite know. We are not war leader leading the looting society. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, we literally are winning this war, and I am the fucking war leader. Haven't I? I fucking better be. This could be a bit of a problem. Do we have any military police up yet? Oh, we fucking don't, do we? Military police are taking their fucking sweet time. It's taken a long ass time to get them, but we will endure. We will wait. Hungary completely destroyed. Good to see. Good to see. Holy cow. This is a good territory. This is a great territory. Wow, holy shit, I want this territory, like, right now. Because nothing's been damaged. Northern Hungary and Affold. Serbia would be pretty cool to get a hold of, although I somehow don't imagine that Yugoslavia is going to give me that. Ask for control of a state. Affold, Northern Hungary. Yeah, I mean, we'll ask for it. Has accepted our willingness to be in charge of this area. Fantastic. That is great news. That is really good news. That's just opened the... That's fucking great. I mean, we've just got access to a bunch more factories. And that's really going to speed up construction of our other factories. Or should I say repairing of our other factories. And yeah, it should be... That's actually really good. We can ask for like, Serbia. That'd be really nice if we could get a hold of all of those military factories, but I somehow think that that may not be the case. Let's ask. You know, we might as well. Oh, shit. What the fuck? There we go. Yeah, I'm almost certain that we are not going to be able to ask for it. Because it's, you know, Northern Slovakia. No, we're not going to be able to ask for it. That's fine. That's honestly to be completely anticipated. That's to be expected. We're still fighting over here, like one area or whatever. Like, what's the point? Like, let's just bring the whole front line over this way. But apparently, Yugoslavia isn't doing as amazing as I originally thought, which is fine. You know, it's not the end of the world. Still, no regions that are making me, you know, cream my crackers in terms of like factories and whatever. I mean, maybe Lwow, maybe. Speaking of this area, infrastructure is improving. Yeah, that's good. That's good to see. Infrastructure is improving as we're moving along, which is very important. Tank designer. I don't really care about tank designers. I don't care about any of this stuff. I'm not that bothered. Hey, we can totally change the name of the allies. That'd be kind of cool. Still nothing that really takes our fancy in terms of air defense in Hong Kong. Maybe, yeah. Fuck it. We'll get some air defenses or you know, some defenses in Hong Kong, progressing into air defenses. We might as well. Kiev, yes, which is modern day Ukraine. This is going to go some of the way to making the Soviet Union capitulate, or as I like to put it, be my bitulate. Yep, that's what I meant. And you're not the war leader losing the war. What the fuck are you on about? Like, I have zero fucking idea what you're even talking about. Like, this makes so little sense to me. So little sense to me. Alright. Let's have an offensive line. Excuse me? That's edit mode. It's not offensive line, potato. You prick. In fact, let's delete that because I fucking hate that. That's a terrible offensive line. I'm thinking an offensive line that runs there. Not exactly what I was thinking, but oh my god, you fucking prick. You fucking mug. Look. There. We happy about that? Good. Let's engage that plan then, shall we? I'm quite happy with that. Makes me happy at least, and that's all that should really matter. Yeah, but very quick advances over here. Ukraine air superiority. Wow, there is 6 fighters that are operating in this area. Lovely to see. In Belarus, there is nothing, which is fine, I guess. And it basically allows us to reconfigure this and move our forces all over here. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's exactly it. And it's not a very big airbase, but yeah, maybe we want to get rid of some planes from this area. That's not a problem, actually. We can probably get rid of a couple of planes. It's not a hugely big deal. Move you over there. How long are you gonna take? 54%. You're 54% of the way there. Sweet. I'm more worried about. In fact, I'm not even worried about the Belarusian sort of stuff because that's not really the problem. The problem is going to be down in Ukraine. Ukraine's going to be where it matters because that's the only little bit of area that we've got to attack. I mean, we haven't attacked over there. Who really gives a shit anyway? Some of my allies are pushing past the river. Do so at your own peril, my allies. Do so at my own peril. Do so at your own peril. Do so at your own peril. All right, everybody's operating in Ukraine, and everybody should be operating on. Yeah, the airbase is overcrowded, minus 100%. It's just great, isn't it? Yep, let's move some fighters back home. Still 5 fighters over. Set limit. Oh. Some airplanes will be returned to reserves. Yeah, whatever. There we go. Look, I fixed it. I did it. I fixed it. Fantastic. I got rid of a shit ton of fighters that were potentially needed and maybe not needed. Who really cares? It doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, look, things are going great. Things are going great. Oh, holy shit, we are going for Stalingrad at a fucking pace. I mean, this is not me that's doing this attacking nonsense. This is my allies. They're pushing onwards and upwards. Kind of scary, but hey ho. How are things in India? Tell me that they're better than they were. And tell me that I can actually peace out with Germany. Because I deserve to fucking peace out with Germany. I really do. I really do. Who is the war leader if it's not... Take Danzig from fascist Poland. I mean, they failed that. I've got to be the war leader, right? I've got to fucking be the war leader. I mean, we don't physically have a war goal, which is like I don't know what we're going for. We're just steamrolling. We're steamrolling and steamrolling and steamrolling, and it feels bloody great. It really does, and it feels even better knowing that we're getting our production sorted out. Our production of construction factories, our civilian factories sorted out, because then we are just going to jump into whatever you call it, thingy of assembly, nuclear reactor assembly. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be really awesome. I'm really excited to see how that goes. And at the same time, I'm also looking forward to actually upgrading a bunch of infrastructure in this area that we've just captured, if I decide that it's good enough and we take it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to let Poland take as much as they want, because why not? Yeah, we don't really want to repair any more civilian factories. Like, I've got enough civilian factories to repair on my plate. So I'm just going to leave all of these repair jobs up to the Netherlands. That's 4 civilian factories. That could be kind of handy. 3 civilian factories over there. That's not bad, but it's not exactly great. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Hearts of Iron 4. We have been up in the Empire. And I'll see you next time. Bye.